What's shaking, Hardwood Nation? I'm your online host, Justin Holbrook, and joining with me on the desk is Federal Hockey reporter Josh Gregory. Now, Josh, the Lancers got demolished tonight by River Valley, 60-32. They're on a 4-game losing streak. What was the reaction after tonight's loss?
You know, there was a lot of mixed feelings, but no one can say it better than head coach Jeremy Tolson. He described the team as lost, and I would have to completely agree with him. They look lost on the court. They can't find the right shots. They can't find each other. You know, on defense, they can't communicate, and so it's just lost everywhere. And they're taking those wild shots, and they also have a problem with rebounding. When you can't shoot and rebound, you find yourself in a mess of trouble.
Well, rebounds, they definitely looked like they were all over the place, but they looked more lost on defense. They've allowed 70 points in their last 2 games. That's how much they've lost by. So what's wrong with the defense?
There's a lot wrong with the defense as well, but the biggest thing is their zone defense needs some work. When you use a zone defense, your main goal is to not let them get inside, but that was where the Lady Raiders offense was all game long, on the inside, in the paint. They let them through every time. They just can't keep them behind the arc, and so they get inside, and then they try and switch to man defense, which is something they just look completely new to, and it definitely showed tonight. And so you have to stick to one defense wholeheartedly, and you have to know how to use it. And they definitely didn't know how to use their zone defense.
Well, defense has definitely been a problem. They've lost 8 of their last 9 games, but they have a week off before their next game at Belpre. What do they need to do in practice to improve?
You know, they need to work on patience, and in such a fast-paced sport like basketball, it's easy to forget how important patience is. You know, River Valley, they had that tonight, and it showed on their offense. They waited for those efficient passing patterns, they waited for those good shots, and it definitely showed. Federal Hockey, they shot the ball like crazy, they just chucked it up, and nothing can come from that. And when you can't, again with rebounds, when you can't rebound the ball and you're just shooting crazy shots, you're all over the place. They obviously need to work on their zone defense, but in addition to that, they just need to work on communicating. I don't think it's as much chemistry, but communication, knowing where they're at. On offense too, they need to find each other with passes, but on defense, they need to know where they're at all the time.
Well, there you have it. A lot to work on for the Lancers, but we'll see in the future if they can maybe stop this 4-game losing streak. And in the meantime, don't forget to follow us on social media at Hardwood Heroes, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and use the midseason hashtag TVC Takeover. For Josh Gregory, I'm Justin Holbrook, reminding you to be heroic.